Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
How high up does it have to go? How far along in the investigation does it have to be to send SWAT teams to the home of a major celebrity on both coasts?
The short answer to that, Leland, is pretty high, although I'm not surprised that it was HSI who was there. Their prominent role is really to investigate transnational issues, particularly crimes and crimes.
Guys, we got breaking news. Diddy has been found. Here is footage of him pacing back and forth at the Miami airport. Watch. There he is.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy.
Y'all, it's really happening. The feds are officially on Diddy's behind, but it looks like Diddy is refusing to go down alone, and word on the street is that he's already started cooperating with the feds and snitching on rappers and other industry figures from his inner circle. So you probably heard by now that Diddy's two homes on the East and West Coast got raided, and according to the latest reports, law enforcement took boxes of evidence from Diddy's houses, all related to an ongoing investigation into alleged trafficking. It's unclear when exactly the feds launched their investigation, but they don't come like this with SWAT-style vehicles and about 24 agents unless they already have a strong case. The feds have a 95% conviction rate, and by the time they bust through your doors, well, you can rest assured that they already know what they are looking for. Now, after news about the raids first broke, some reports claimed that Diddy is on the run after one of his private jets was spotted on a Caribbean island. But this might have been a diversion tactic because TMZ caught Diddy at the Miami airport hours after the raid, and according to eyewitnesses, Diddy and his entourage were seen talking to federal agents. So does this mean Diddy will sing like a canary and snitch on his alleged accomplices from the industry? Well, that's apparently already happening. I mean, Kanye told us Diddy is a fed, so it's not such a far stretch to believe that Diddy will cooperate with the authorities and do whatever it takes to reduce his sentence. But who are the people Diddy is reportedly planning to take down with him? Are there any A-listers in this group? Let's break it down.
Feds are at these residences. It is worth pointing out the agency that is conducting this law enforcement activity. It's not the FBI, it's not the DEA or the ATF. This is HSI, Homeland Security Investigations. For those unfamiliar, this is an agency that has long been the forefront specifically at human investigations.
So we all knew that Diddy's day would come sooner or later. Unfortunately, it came late for many of Diddy's alleged victims. But hey, at least he's finally going down, and as Cat Williams said, all the deviants are catching hell this year.
All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Everyone who's old enough to remember Diddy in his heyday knows that people have been trying to expose this man since the mid-90s. We've all heard all kinds of stories and speculations about him, from rumors about his involvement in the murder of Tupac and Biggie to allegations about him eliminating his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter, and claims that he's been pressuring young aspiring artists into doing humiliating things in exchange for a contract. But the ball started rolling for real last November when Diddy's ex Cassie dropped a bombshell lawsuit accusing Diddy of putting his hands on her in the worst way, forcing her into what he called freak-offs with other men, SA, and a bunch of other disturbing things. And while Diddy quickly settled with Cassie, thinking this would put a lid on it, Cassie knew what she was doing by refusing to settle in private before she filed the lawsuit, which is apparently what Diddy asked her to do. Instead, her lawyers did a brilliant job of building a lawsuit around federal crimes, knowing that the feds would have to look into it. In the meantime, multiple other alleged victims came forward, and 3 additional lawsuits were filed against Diddy. Just days after Cassie's lawsuit was revealed to the public, 2 separate lawsuits alleging similar crimes were filed against Diddy in New York Superior Court, one by a woman named Joy Dickerson-Neal and the other by an unnamed plaintiff. Dickerson-Neal filed a lawsuit demanding a trial by jury and alleged that back in 1991, Diddy slipped something in her drink when they were out for dinner and then drove her to his place where he proceeded to SA her. She also alleged that Diddy recorded the attack, and days later, a male friend informed her that Diddy showed the video to everyone in his circle. According to the suit, Dickerson-Neal immediately filed police reports in New York and New Jersey and spoke to several prosecutors hoping to press charges, but they reportedly told her allegations would need to be corroborated, and nothing was done. By the way, there's growing speculation that Diddy had connections in law enforcement, and this is how he allegedly managed to evade justice for so long. Anyway, following Dickerson Neal's suit, another alleged victim came forward and filed a lawsuit, accusing Diddy and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall of R-wording her. According to the lawsuit, Diddy and Aaron Hall took turns on the alleged victim, and she also claimed that a few days after the attack, Diddy went to her house to threaten her and started choking her to the point that she passed out. And then in December 2023, an anonymous plaintiff filed a fourth lawsuit against Diddy, claiming that she was 17 when Diddy and former Bad Boy president Harve Pierre piled her with substances, transported her on a private jet from Detroit to New York, and then R-worded her at Diddy's Daddy's House recording studio. The alleged victim also submitted photos taken the night of the reported attack, including one where she is seen sitting on Diddy's lap. Diddy denied all these allegations and released a statement saying he would fight to clear his name. But on February 26, 2024, he was hit with yet another lawsuit, this time by a male producer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Jones not only accused Diddy of running a RICO enterprise, but he also named multiple other high-profile individuals as Diddy's alleged accomplices. Jones's lawsuit was also filed against Diddy, his son Justin Combs, former CEO of Motown Records, Ethiopia Haptemariam, the CEO of Universal Music, Lucian Grange, Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Quorum, Chalice Recording Studios, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, ABC Corporations as well, and 10 other John and Jane Does whose names were redacted in the suit. I mean, those are some powerful people there, and according to Rodney Jones, they all knew about or were directly involved in Diddy's alleged criminal enterprise. Besides the defendants, Lil Rod also name-dropped several major celebrities in his lawsuit, including Cuba Gooding Jr., Meek Mill, Chris Brown, Usher, and Young Miami, alleging that they took part in Diddy's rumored FO parties where drinks were spiked and given to young people. According to Jones, Diddy also regularly used the services of S-workers and secretly recorded encounters between the workers and his high-profile friends. This led to speculation that Diddy was essentially running some type of Jeffrey Epstein blackmail ring. So it's no wonder Homeland Security is now involved in the investigation. And keep in mind that Epstein's case also started with civil suits. So on Monday, March 25th, Diddy's homes in California and Florida were targeted in a coordinated raid by Homeland Security. And a law enforcement source confirmed to CNN that the search warrant activity at Diddy's homes is related to an ongoing investigation. Cameras captured the dramatic scene of armed law enforcement officers patrolling around Diddy's LA residence, and there were also mobile command post vehicles spotted at both his LA and Miami homes, where agents were busy sorting paperwork on makeshift card tables. Diddy's two sons, Justin and Christian Combs, were seen being led out of the house in handcuffs, together with multiple other individuals, presumably members of Diddy's staff. Now, as for the man himself, shortly after news broke out about the raids, several outlets reported that one of Diddy's private jets was located on the Caribbean island of Antigua. This led to speculation that Diddy was trying to pull a Russell Simmons and flee the U.S. before being prosecuted. But considering the severity of the federal crimes he's being accused of, this is unlikely. And it now turns out that Diddy was still in the U.S. hours after the raid took place. TMZ tracked him down, pacing outside the Miami airport, and according to eyewitnesses, Diddy and members of his team were seen talking to federal agents. According to TMZ sources, Diddy was seen pacing around outside a customs office at the Miami Opelika Executive Airport, and eyewitnesses said that Diddy and some other people got stopped by the feds. And now, unconfirmed reports have surfaced claiming that Diddy has already started cooperating with the feds, and he's not trying to leave the country. Instead, he's allegedly been advised by his legal team to tell on all his alleged accomplices, from rappers and other celebs who allegedly took part in illegal activities at his parties, to those individuals higher up in the food chain who reportedly protected Diddy. Now, knowing everything we know about Diddy, it's not hard to imagine him snitching on everybody to save his own back. But it remains to be seen who will go down with him. But fans are saying there could be some big names on this list. Someone said, P. Diddy will snitch on a lot of force-fed celebrities that we have endured for the last decade. Not endured. And another one added, if they find tapes at Diddy's cribs, a lot of entertainers are finished. Ish about to get get real spooky, and I think he'll snitch, LOL. But let me know how you feel about this whole situation. Do you think Diddy will snitch on other industry people? Drop your comments below and make sure to stick around for this next video.